Today's show is sponsored by Derek Akora's Spicy Pakora. Hello, you're listening to The Technical Difficulties. I'm Tom Scott. Joining me in the studio today, please welcome, built for leisure, not for speed, it's Gary Brannan.
Who that trip-trapping over my bridge?
And he reads books, you know, it's Chris Joel.
When will it be over?
And it's the bounciest man on the internet, Matt Gray.
I can't get enough of these pakoras. Oh, actually I can move.
And the way the show works is very simple. In front of me I have a classic deck of trivia question cards. And when I say classic, I mean they're from 1984. I'm going to read out some answers, and whoever gets closest to the question gets a point. And also I have a bonus prize for particularly good answers, which is...
Mystery Biscuits! Oh, yeah.
All right. If everybody's ready, then your first answer is Cornwall.
Cornwall, the wool of corn.
Wool of corn. My lovely Cornwall jacket.
Where is the ability to read still a problem?
Oh!
No one else is going down Cornwall Slayton Avenue here, just me, on my own.
I like Cornwall.
I know
like
nothing
Cornwall.
about Cornwall other than it's at the bottom left.
Southwest, man.
Bottom left.
I can't wait to see you doing your weather. And in the bottom left bit.
Cornwall's lovely. I mean, trying to get independence, but, you know, lovely.
How?
Have you not been to Cornwall recently?
Does it sound like I have?
There's St Piran's flag flying everywhere, which is like the county flag.
Oh, is that the black and white one?
Yeah. White cross, black background.
Yes.
Flying everywhere. About
I just
10
thought it
years
was that
ago.
because they hadn't invented colour.
About 10 years ago, they were spray painting over the English Rose tourism things and putting a white cross there instead. They were basically putting their own little flags up there, like Scotland has. Yeah.
Effort.
See, I know nothing about Cornwall
There
because
was,
it's
there,
in
was
the
a,
south.
there was a whole Cornish independence movement.
And what would Cornwall base its independence on?
Tourism money, mainly.
Does that mean they're going to have a sci-fi film called Independence Day in a few years? Where they come down and blow up the surf? Did they surf
What's
there?
that? There's enormous clotted cream tubs hovering over London.
It's the tastiest invasion Earth's ever seen! No, I'm getting behind this. Cornwall, I'm behind you on this, because I like Cornish pasties, and I like cream teas, and I like the idea of you protecting this idea.
Yeah, but then they'd have an export tax on them. You'd be paying more for them.
I don't mind paying more for quality.
Fair comment.
Suddenly it's gone all question time. You, fat man at the back with glasses, your opinion on Cornish independence.
I think that they should think what they want to think and think it.
I do live it on question time when someone gets offered, because I was recently looking into the to going on the audience for question time.
Oh, going in the audience.
It's coming. No, bollocks. Like they let me on. What do you think? I don't know if I have any idea. But there's a question that's going to Dewsbury, and I thought, oh, you know what? It's only down the road from where I live. I'll go and sit in the audience.
Yeah.
And I thought you'd just sit in the audience and just do my best thinking face if the camera ever waved my way. But you have to submit a question. So first I thought, I can't think of a question, and the only questions I could think of would be the funny ones they'd want to ask at the end, and then that'd be bloody guaranteed to get on telly, wouldn't I? I'd be there asking, I don't know, Ed Balls or something. Dear Ed, what's your favourite kind of chicken? And make a kind of informed, yes, good answer faces to a completely bollocks question I just made up. But anyway, Cornwall.
No, we're looking for a literary attraction in Cornwall.
Robert
Literary.
Louis Stevens.
No, but you've got something on your face there, Chris.
Daphne du Maurier?
Oh, we're looking for a place.
Last
Truro.
night I dreamt I went to Mandalay again. No. God knows then, somewhere
Jamaica
else.
Inn. That's what we're looking for.
Bon, yeah,
what
should've got
county
that.
can Jamaica Inn be found in? So, let's go for a question that is not about Jamaica Inn. Your answer is Dick Whittington.
Who drinks at the Jamaica Inn?
This is a terrible question because it's a subjective question on a Trivial Pursuit
What is
card.
the oldest sexually transmitted disease?
Dick Whittington.
Whose cock has the sharpest dialogue? Think
Dick
about
Whittington.
it.
Who's the bestest mayor of London
I'm
of all?
going to give you that. It's who, it's who was London's most famous mayor, which I think is pretty much Boris Johnson now, rather than Dick Whittington. But you don't see a pantomime about Boris Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, yet.
wouldn't you love that?
We need the rights.
Yeah.
What right to Boris Johnson's image?
He'd probably show up and play the dame if you asked.
I would have Boris Johnson as the dame. I really would, because he's got to be the laughable knock-around feature that we all root for, and that's the dame. You can see Berwick Kayler in York playing Boris Johnson.
Oh, I can.
Oh, yes.
Floppy wig.
Me babbies, me bands. I'm mayor of London. Would you believe? Milky Brown and Wagon Wheels! Oh, yay! Yeah. We're writing this. This is Christmas, this is.
Dear Mr. Kaler, please accept the following submission.
Let's go for isinglass as your next one.
What do you find above Nosenglass?
Isinglass. That sounds like a Norwegian place name or something. Hello.
It's something Lord of the Ringsy?
Lord of the
That's Isengard.
The walls of isinglass. Chris, you look like you've got an answer.
Fish scales used in the filtering process for making booze.
What brewing aid is
sir.
obtained from fish? Exactly what we're looking for.
I would have not... Fish?
What? How?
Do you seriously not know that?
No.
That's the famous reason why Guinness isn't vegetarian.
Oh. So what do they use it for?
It's a filter, I think.
They just scale the fish and use it
I
as
don't
a
know.
sieve.
I don't know all the ins and outs, but that's what it is.
Your next question then, West Ham.
Where is
Tastier
my
than East Ham.
Where is my ham if I move it in a westerly direction?
Is this a football question?
It is a football
Nobody
question.
cares, move on.
Who plays at the Berlin ground?
Not a bad guess, but it's not really about the players or the
Whose
game.
badge has a ham or are known as the Hammers?
No.
Oh, my bloody hell, there's only a certain number of West Ham questions that aren't about the ground or the players.
It's about the fans.
Who sing I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles?
Spot on.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. If there was
Can we move on now?
anyone who was going to get the football question, it was going to be Gary. 39 is your next one.
If I had 38 pigs, went to a pig shop and obtained a further single pig, how many pigs would I have if I include the original number plus my additional purchased pig?
The question is not 38 plus 1, just to let you know.
Is it pig related?
It's not even vaguely pig related.
Is it animal related?
No, not even. Why did you even get that idea? No, it's not.
Merely because I said pigs and I've led them all down a pig-shaped alley.
No, nothing
Is
to do
it-
with that at all.
Steps.
It is.
Oh, yeah!
How many steps were there in the title of John Buchan's novel? Which is 39 of them.
There was, yes.
I've never even heard of the novel.
Haven't you?
No.
How did you know that?
I've heard of it. I didn't know it was a novel, but I knew
you've heard the
39
phrase.
Steps was a thing.
Because all I know is the film and the sort of famous sequences from that. I haven't actually watched the film.
Yeah, he's
seen
dangling off
bits
a
of it.
clock face or whatever it is, yeah.
There's a play that's meant to be a comedy one, and it's got rave reviews, and I haven't seen it.
Well, there's Tom Scott's What's On guide.
Is that rave reviews in the case of loud music and lots of dancing at the middle of the night? And
Yeah, all rave reviews are, of course, in woodlands at 3 a.m.
That's how you review a play, with loud music with the threat of police action.
I got invited to a rave.
Did you?
No
why
kidding.
didn't you invite us?
Because I wasn't even vaguely going to go.
You know what the legal definition of a rave is?
What?
For the purposes of the legislation they brought in to outlaw raves.
Go on.
It is a group of 4 or more people stood around a music-emitting device playing music of a loud and repetitive nature.
Is that brass
There are-
bands?
Well, yeah, that's what we said. If you get 4 people in a park with a gramophone player playing German umpar music, you are technically, by a legal definition, having a rave.
Your next answer then, Tiny Tim. Which incidentally, that's a very good Tiny Tim impression. There.
Well, surely Tiny Tim impression later on will be...
Oh!
what is the name for Mark Gray's penis?
Old school.
Old school, yeah. That's like show 3, yeah. Tiny Tim. Well, it's difficult to make jokes about Tiny Tim because we know, obviously, that he's the tragic death character in Christmas Carol.
This is not the Tiny Tim we're talking about.
Oh.
We're also not talking about mutual friend Tim Jeffries, who's 6'7".
Yeah, that's an ironic tiny name.
Is it anything to do with campanology?
No.
Why would you say that?
Big Ben, Tiny Tim.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. No, yeah.
Not even close. There is another Tiny Tim, and you look puzzled, Chris. And the man
I'm trying to go through the number of Tiny Tims I know, and I don't know many.
Well, there's Tim, and Tim.
Is it who sang Tiptoe Through the Tulips?
Spot on.
Aye.
Who made it big? Tiptoe Through the Tulips in 1968.
Yeah, and that was an ironic one because he was a big bloke, wasn't he?
Absolutely massive, lanky and
Singing in his hilariously high-pitched accent.
yes.
Kind of like you if you were to scare you in the shower.
Ooh.
We tried that this morning, but we couldn't get in.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we were trying to work out if we could open the bathroom door at Matt's flat with a 2p piece like you used to be able to at school or uni, and then just send Chris in to just unbuckle and just see how long it would take and see what the noise would be.
Thanks, guys. That's lovely. Apparently, you can't undo it with a 2p then, because clearly I was unmolested during my shower.
That you
That's
were
what you
aware
think.
of.
Unless someone's managed to aerosolise Rohypnol.
And now, the time to announce my new greatest invention.
The new JFL aerosol.
Oh!
Oh, God, we're never going to get this out.
That's what she said.
Moving very swiftly on, please. St Andrew is your next one.
What did my mum do when she wanted Andrew to deliver something? That's the best laugh I've ever heard. He sort of had his own pause in the middle.
This is a spectacularly easy question, by the way, on St Andrew.
The town of St Andrews, who was it named after?
Not that easy.
Who's the patron saint of Scotland?
Bingo!
Oh, no!
And yet again, not for a particularly good answer, but just for getting it word for word on the question.
You got the skills on this recently now.
The skills on this recently
recently.
now. The grammar I'm using at you.
What? I put it through a translator.
We to you present the skills of doing this now.
Your next answer is Devil's Island.
What is the Isle of Man otherwise known as?
Oh,
Wow, we're just offending all parts of the country today.
Whatever!
Where does Devil's Ferry take you to? Oh, where does the River Styx lead?
No.
No, I was just imagining like a irregular, everyday car ferry, but piloted by the devil. Well, captained by the devil.
Welcome on board.
Herald of Free Enterprise. Isn't it? Yeah, topical humour here.
And so
Yeah, I just made light of the deaths of about 300 people. Go me.
Go you. You're the best. Get
Sorry.
out. You shit.
Does anyone want to go for Devil's Island here? Does anyone want to take a guess?
God, is it in a story? No, is it in a story, like a novel or something?
No, we're actually looking for a real place.
A
here.
real place.
Is
Devil's Island.
it in the Bermuda Triangle?
Oh, I like you
Is
think.
it a place where ships crash or something?
Well, the trouble is, it's a penal colony that lies off the coast of French Guiana, according to the card. I'd be able to give you a point if I knew where French Guiana was.
I know where that
It's
is.
it's
the top right of bottom America, see?
bottom America.
Bottom
South
America.
America.
Top right of bottom America. Fantastic. I thought it was an island.
No,
I actually thought it was an island as well.
it's
but
next to
not.
Guyana. There's a spaceport there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
It's where ESA launch everything. Well, everyone launches everything for
The European Space Agency.
It's equatorial launches. Unless you're the Russians, then you use Kazakhstan. But
Tell you what, because it's French Guiana, you know, you call it Devil's Island, but it
Yeah.
sounds even better in French.
What's that?
Ile du Diable.
Oh.
Oh.
Skull features is your next question.
eyes, ears, nose, mouth.
Phrenology.
He's right.
Oh.
Straight in.
Straight in with a bullet.
What does a phrenologist feel and interpret?
Love, baby.
I was kind of going to just say, what does a phrenologist feel? Because that's just a little bit...
Satisfied,
Uncomfortable.
satisfied with his job? I feel skull.
Malaise.
Malaya.
Slightly smug.
Yeah. Do you think phrenologists are smug?
I think you'd have to. Ah, yes, you have the low cranial brow of the Cro-Magnon. Next. Ah, yes, you have the low cranial brow of the Cro-Magnon. I'm better than any one of you.
It was basically the idea that skull shape told you about yourself.
Oh,
It was a big thing. That's why, but it's responsible for why you have so many pictures of normal or everyday Victorian people, especially because you get them from prison registers and from mental health hospitals because they take photos of people so they could study their skull formation. So that's one of the reasons why you have these tons and tons of photos is for the phrenological reason.
Oh yeah, so this I can feel a little bump on your lower temple. Yeah, that means you're.
Weirdly, if you do feel Piers Morgan's head, you will feel that bump.
The bump. Which I now have in my head to the tune of the old Disney cartoon Goof Troop. Bump, 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 yeah!
Now, I'm just thinking that could be about... Do you remember the cartoon? It would be around about our youth, maybe a little bit later, called Bump. It was about an elephant.
Yes.
And he had
bandage.
a little plaster on his head. I've just got that of him just being a to everybody. But narrated by Simon Cadell, so here's Bump. He's a Today, he's filling Mr. Giraffe's petrol tank with sugar. What a
So at the end of that, Chris, congratulations, you
Hey.
win this. You win a copy of Matt Gray's Dubstep Arse. It's 40 tracks on 2 cassettes of the very latest in dubstep, as performed by Matt Gray's Arse. It's available in all good record shops now for only 15 quid. And Matt, I think you got a couple of quid of royalties, so
Yay.
well done on that. Until next time, that has been Technical Difficulties. I've been Tom Scott.
I won.
That was Chris.
Congratulations!
That's Gary. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of Matt Gray's Dubstep Arse. We will see you next time. Good night. Tonight on Pubic Detectives, what's in your merkin? Actually, I think we've got a format here. Well, let's have a look at this. Oh. Now, you see, what we've got here is quite a lot of crumbs, and actually the last resting place of Elvis Presley. So,
Why would that be in anyone's merkin?
don't know.
Kin.
Don't know.
Kin.